Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL Inspirations for Your Life. It's so great to be with you tonight on this Tuesday evening, August 9th. Thanks for popping in. If you're new, you're going to see there's a QR code at the top right of your screen. Just go ahead and use your smartphone, point to it, and scan that QR code. It'll take you over to my link tree. If you have any problems getting to my link tree, well, I'll tell you how to get there directly. How about that? You can just go to Believe, Believe, me, achieve, ACHIEVE.com. That'll direct you over to my link tree. And the first thing on there is John's Daily National Day video. And then the second thing is JCM Academy TikTok. And there's lots of other great stuff. So definitely check out John's Daily National Day video, something you're not going to want to miss. And you know how we do this every week? We have a master topic that starts on Saturday, ends on Friday. And for those of you that are coming back, welcome back, my friends, colleagues, and wonderful associates. Great to have you here. Thank you for supporting me, and hopefully the new people will become loyal just like you have been for all this time. Let's get right to our master topic, shall we? It is Why Some People Don't Want to Succeed series, episode 4. Now, you might say to me, John, why would somebody not want to succeed? It can be because of their environment. That's right. I said because of their environment. They don't do things that are in alignment with their environment or their goals. Okay. And the other thing is that they never step up to the plate. Like it's always somebody else that's got to do it, right? It's this person is in trouble. Your boss is terrible. The environment's terrible. The people are terrible. Whatever I have is terrible. You're always blaming everything on the situation, the circumstance, when really the issue is not that. It's just you're looking for some excuse so that you can weasel your way out of it. Okay. And the other thing is people impose limitations. All right. I want to go back to a very well-known story about a lion that's tied to a stake. The stake that the lion was tied to, the little baby lion cub, was tied to the stake many, many years ago. And now the lion's really big, tied to this stake. And you're saying, John, how can this lion be captivated by this little tiny stake when this thing could crush the stake with the chain or everything? Well, that is true. However, when the lion was a cub and it tried and it couldn't get out, it said, I'm going to try again. And then couldn't get out. And then it gave up and never wanted to try again. So it conditioned the mind to basically not believe that it could get out. Because you see, as you get older, as you get more knowledgeable, as you get more fit, you develop different abilities. And when you develop different abilities, well, you're now different than where you started. So if that lion were to try again, the lion would get out. The thing is, a lot of people do this. They imprison themselves in life because of something that was a certain way in the past. They never try to change that going in the future. Now, that sounds a little bit crazy, doesn't it? But, it's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely the truth. And people, they do this every single day of their life. They just make excuses. Every single day of their life, they make excuses. I had a lady today. I won't mention her name. I was at a meeting today. And this one lady, she, first of all, shows up late. Probably, I'm going to tell you, probably over 45 minutes late. And then has the nerve and the audacity to basically be rude because, they're late, they're missing everything. And now we're trying to accommodate that person. And they're right away complaining about things when really the issue is not the situation. The issue is them. You see, if you go somewhere and somebody complains about something, no big deal. But if they constantly complain about something here, something at this restaurant, that restaurant, people like this. They go to one restaurant, it's a great restaurant, and you love it, your family loves it, and they complain. Okay, now they go to another restaurant, one of your family's favorite restaurants as well, and they complain. Now you go to a third restaurant, they still complain. It's not the restaurant. It's the person. I don't know if people feel entitled or what the reason is, but they just have it in their mind that it's not right. And really, what's not right is their mind. And it's not nice to say, but they are just looking for excuses. These people make excuses every single day of their life. Now, when you think about an excuse, let's go over to my friends over at Merriam Webster for a moment. And let's take a look at Merriam Webster and let's take a look at the definition, ladies and gentlemen. The definition is excuse. Excuse. So, according to Merriam Webster, it's a verb to make an apology for, to try to remove blame from, to forgive entirely or disregard as of trivial importance, to grant exemption or release to, or to allow to leave, or to serve as an excuse for, to justify. Okay, so that is the verb. If we take a look at the noun, okay, the noun is the act of excusing, something offered as justification or as grounds for being excused, right? Now, let's say you were studying for a test. Something happened. Maybe your friends invited you to go out and have ice cream sundaes. Or maybe there was this great new restaurant that opened up and you wanted to try it. And you said, I can go out, but I got to come right back because I got to stay. Like, oh, no, 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 we're going to go. We're going to pull it all nighter. We're going to go and go to a drive-in, and then we're going to do wings, and we're going to go around. And before you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you got a biology AP midterm the next day. And you get there, and suddenly you're not able to function, not because you don't know the information, but because you're half asleep. And you get your test back because the teacher grades it, professor grades it right away. You're expecting to have an A minus, at worst a B plus, and you get a C minus. Now, the other students, a C minus is no big deal, but to you, a C minus is like the end of the world. Why? Because you're an A student and you're used to excelling at things. And so you make excuses. Well, I didn't do well because, and the excuse is, I went out. Now, you made an excuse that's plausible. However, you didn't take the ownership, which is what you should have done, and said, you know what? I got to come home after an hour. Or tell your friends, look, if I can't be home an hour, or get a cab back or a Lyft or an Uber or something back, because it's your responsibility. See, other people in your life may appear to be on your side, but then again, they're not. They're doing what they want to do a lot of times in college because they want to have fun, right? They don't care whether you pass that test or not. They don't care if you're going to be in summer school. They don't care whether you get a good grade, and they don't care whether you get into college. Or if you are in college, they don't care if you graduate and get a good job. Now, that might seem really hard and really nasty, but it's the truth. You see, in college or even in high school, they have a one-track mind, which is fun, right? And it doesn't seem to matter to them until they're put in the hot seat. Now, maybe the next week there's a midterm for, let's say, AP chemistry, and they're doing the same nonsense. But then now they get their test back and they get an F. And they suddenly realize that, oh, I think maybe I partied too much, or maybe I should have taken some more responsibility, right? It's not a bad thing. It's just, are you doing what needs to be done? And if you're not doing what needs to be done, then you got to take accountability for your actions. I mean, that's really what I'm saying to you. So, accountability. What does it mean to be accountable? Well, let's go to Merriam-Webster and let's take a look at that, okay? Because that's really important. Accountability, right? What is accountability? quality or state of being accountable. And what the heck is accountable? That's a great question. Accountable is the subject to giving an account, capable of being explained, right? The one that is responsible for. So, like when you do something, you're going to do it because you want to do it. Now, a lot of times you're going to do something because you have to, because if you don't do it, you're going to get in trouble. Or if you were in, let's say, high school. Now, a lot of times in high school, you get this free reign, right? But you have your parents over your back every 5 minutes. When you're in college, if you screw up, there's nobody really there to be on your back. And nobody really knows how well you're doing until the end of the semester. So you still have time to clean it up. But now you're at college and you're expected to be an adult because in grammar school, when you did that, or in high school, when you did that, you got punished, you got in trouble, sent to your room, all kinds of different things, right? When you're in college and you do that, you're like, oh, I really got to work my tail off because if my parents find out that I flunked um, AP history or AP chemistry or AP bio in college, I'm going to be done. So I better toe the line. And so that becomes a wake up call for you. However, some parents in high school, like, oh, well, if that's the best you're doing, that's fine. And the student makes the parents believe that that is the best that they really can do. But you know what? It really isn't. Because the parents should ask, are you studying every day? Yeah, I'm studying. But then they see them goofing off or they're playing video games. They're not really putting the time or the effort in. And if you don't put the time or the effort in something, how can you expect to get results? It's not osmosis, right? It doesn't just magically happen. When we want to achieve a goal, all right, there are obstacles, right? And we have to get around those obstacles, but we have to do it in such a way that's fun. People don't want to succeed because they're like, oh, I don't want to do that. That's too hard. Or I got to get involved with that now. And then they make excuses. Well, the chapter was too long. The teacher was horrible. I couldn't understand her when she was giving me the notes in class. I couldn't understand the lectures. This teacher's nuts. She never takes things from the glossary in the book. She always takes it from the reading or something else. So you always blame it on the teacher, right? Or the kid that's always next to me, he's always making noises, so I can never concentrate. Well, why are you suddenly now concerned about those things? Why weren't you concerned about them before? I think the issue comes that a lot of us want to do something, but we're not sure of what to do, right? That's a different problem. This problem is the fact that you're making excuses. The reason something's happening is because of someone else. When you start to realize, well, the reason I'm not succeeding, the reason this is happening is it's me. It's me. That's the reason. It's nobody else. It's me. It's my own fault. And so I admit that it's my own fault. I know I got to do better. That's what it's got to come down. Maybe you need to get resources. You need to get help. People that have done well, you can ask them to help you, right? To mentor you. But if you're somebody who just makes excuses all the time, like at the restaurant, oh, temperature is always horrible at this restaurant, or oh, the waiters never get my order right, and meanwhile they go over it 3 times, and the person just changes their mind 100 times, and that's why the order's wrong, but the server got the order right. Or maybe you say to the person that's taking the order, I want X, and now you've changed your mind and you blame the server because the server didn't listen, but the server was listening. You just confused the server. In fact, you don't even know what the heck you really ordered. And half the people at the table don't know what you ordered that were paying attention. So we can't just blame a circumstance when it's not valid. Now, the other reason at the restaurant will be, oh, every time I go to that restaurant, I can't stand it because they always put me in the corner. It's right near the kitchen. You're making excuses. Why don't you tell them you want to sit somewhere else? Or you know what? I can't stand every time I go to that restaurant. I hate the way they serve that butter that takes me a half an hour to open up. Say something. You remember the thing after 9/11? If you see something, say something, right? So why is it that you are constantly putting more wood on the fire, saying, hey, I hate this place? Why aren't you taking accountability for your actions? So the reason people don't succeed is because they're not accountable. And the reason they're not accountable is it takes effort. And the reason they don't want to put effort in is because they're lazy. And that's the reason they don't want to succeed. They want to sit home and have all kinds of junk food and watch TV late at night. And they really don't want to take responsibility for life. But usually, when somebody gets past, I'm going to say, their sophomore year in high school, usually they wise up because they want to get into a good college. All right. Now, if they got into a good college and they started screwing up when they got to college, they usually wake up by the end of the first, or just before the end of the first semester, because at that first semester, the parents are going to see the grades, but they don't get to see the grades all year long because the parents are going to say first thing they come home for Christmas break, do you have your grades? Oh, I didn't get them yet. But now they're all digitally, so you can't give that excuse, right? And so that sooner or later you're going to have to pay the piper. You're going to have to tell the truth because you can't lie about the fact that you blew off the class. You flunked digital logic because you didn't pay attention to the class. You didn't go to class. You didn't take notes. You didn't study for tests. You were late for your lab assignments. You missed half the labs, right? So you're blaming all this on the professor. Oh, the lab was all the way across campus. Stop blaming other people and take responsibility for your actions. When you do this, you'll start to realize that the only person that's really responsible for the success or failure of your life is you. That's what it comes down to. So if you can understand those things, you're more than 75% on the way, I should say, to achieving your goal. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you again this evening. I hope you will like, love, and support my channel. Remember to comment below. Why are you not succeeding? Why is it you don't want to succeed? Tell me in the comments below. Tag your friends, colleagues, and associates. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. And then go to my YouTube channel, John Space E Space MORLEY Space Serial Entrepreneur. Look for the key phrase, help keep our content free. And make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a savory piece of watermelon, a refreshing vanilla soft cone, or a nice icy cold drink on these hot summer days. Either way, we'll be grateful with those pennies and dollars you invest to us. We'll put them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, and even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping motivational content. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I hope you come back again tomorrow. And if you missed something, please go ahead and rewatch the nuggets because there is so much information in here, and I want you to get the most benefit you can for your life. Have yourself a great one, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone.